All right, here's a quick tip for you. You've got some nails in your wood or drywall for pictures or whatever. And you notice that the nail is angled, it's not straight in. When you want to use a claw hammer to pull that out, you don't want to go from the bottom and pull, because what happens? You're actually pulling the nail downward and out. So you want to go with the nail, okay? So with the angle of the nail, if you notice that your nail is at an angle like this and it's going downward, you actually want to use the claw upside down, because you're going to be pulling upward with the claw. And because I'm doing this with one hand, the nail's probably gonna fall. But if I was to go from the underside, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pull this down and make the hole bigger and damage the drywall. So you don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. I'm just gonna let the nail fall if it falls and show you what I'm talking about. So see how it's coming right out without pulling? All right, so you minimize your damage. Let's see if I can get that to focus. You minimize your damage by going with the angle of entry, all right? So let's try that again on another one. Stand by. All right, so this nail here actually looks like it damaged the wall in its entry, and it'll pull right out without a... But you see the angle? When it was installed, it actually did damage to the drywall. This one didn't do damage to the drywall. Let me see if it's loose. It is not loose, but see how it's angled upward? Okay, if I was to pull down, it's gonna create an oval shaped hole up and down. So I'm gonna see if I can pull that out with the hammer and not cause any damage. So stand by. All right, so I'm gonna pull it on out just like that. All right, so I'm not gonna use the hammer. Let's see if I can get that off. And by the way, I'm using a really small hammer. If this was a full-size hammer, it would have been a lot easier. I'd have gotten that whole nail out in one pull. But because I'm using a little mini hammer that came out of a toolbox, and there you go. All right. So just a quick little tip, minimizing holes and damage by extracting nails of any type. This will apply to wood or anything of that nature. Also check out my video on how to remove drywall anchors without pulling out the drywall surrounding the anchor. All right, there's a simple process for that. It takes very minimal tools, stuff you have laying around the house, and you'll be good to go. All right, on to the next.